This is day 256, cut in half. So, yesterday I dove into the science of inflammation in the human body. I already knew these concepts because I've battled with inflammation most of my life, but the revelation was just the amount of debris that was dumped into our systems when digesting a meal. We do not understand what goes on at a cellular level. We take for granted the ability of the human body to process the good and discard the bad. We are resilient and can withstand a massive amount of abuse before we begin to show signs of wear. As I sat down this morning to eat my Cheerios, well, to be honest, it wasn't a bowl of Cheerios. It was a bowl of whole wheat cereal would have been much better than my scrambled eggs, cheese, bacon, toast, butter, strawberry preserves, and orange juice. Anyway, while sitting at breakfast, I realized that I was about ready to dump a ton of workload on my body, and my cells were about to go into a frenzy dealing with the processing of calories, nutrients, and contaminants that I was going to be eating. As I lifted that first fork full of eggs into my mouth, I had this sudden observation. What if I just cut this meal in half? What if I just ate one piece of toast, half a glass of orange juice, and one piece of bacon instead of two? The results would be half the workload and half the debris being floated into my system. Would that not be an improvement if every time I consume something, I just cut it in half? So for the rest of the day, I tried this. For example, I went to grab a protein bar that I liked. It's good for me generally, but undoubtedly full of preservatives and other non-nutritious things my body will have to dispose of. So I took a pair of scissors and I just cut it in half. The funny thing is that I feel just as satisfied with my snack choice, even though I ate exactly half of what I normally do. My body will then end up doing half the processing, take on half the workload, and recover twice as fast. So rather than coming up with a complicated scheme and eating plans, maybe the answer is just to simply cut what you're eating in half. There is a definite science behind caloric restriction and improved health. The math is quite simple. The less load you put on the body and the more time you give the body to recover between meals, the stronger, healthier, and more responsive you will be. Intermittent fasting works so well precisely because we have given our bodies adequate rest in between large meals that require the body to fully engage in processing what we've taken in. So as we work hard at our jobs and our other ambitions, I wonder if we realize the impact or burden that our last meal is taking on our bodies. We are expecting a full performance from ourselves, but we just got done by purging the floodgates of workload for our internal systems. It seems to me that just by reducing the amount of time it takes to process incoming food, then we'd be ready for the next challenge that much faster. If we want to perform better mentally and physically, then perhaps we should reduce the amount we tax the body with our eating and drinking sessions. Perhaps eating half of what we normally do is too simplistic of an idea, but it feels like a good place to start. At the end of the day, eat half of what you normally do and just see what the impact has on your performance and health. It seems that we will find that the less time the body spends in digestion and other filtration requirements, the more we can start to come up with new innovations, improve progress, and other enhancements to our work and personal life.